This bad boy up in the air.
It's a real pleasure to be flying together again.
Captain, our cabin crew is ready for boarding. Awaiting your instructions.
Lindbergh ground, Boeing Lima Alpha, Echo 611 Could you please get the passengers on board?
Boeing Lima Alpha, Echo 611. The jetway is going to be connected.
Lindbergh ground, Boeing Lima Alpha, Echo 611 Could you please send the baggage?
Boeing Lima Alpha, Echo 611. Baggage is on the way.
Lindbergh ground, Boeing Lima Alpha, Echo 611 Could you please send a catering truck?
Boeing Lima Alpha, Echo 611. The catering truck is on the road.
Lindbergh ground, Boeing Lima Alpha, Echo 611 ready to copy IFR clearance to Raleigh.
Boeing Lima Alpha, Echo 611 is cleared to Raleigh Airport by the SAYW2 departure, India Papa Lima transition. Expect runway 99, maintain flight level 350. Departure frequency is 128.15, squawk 7105.
Clear to Raleigh by the SAYW2 departure, India Papa Lima transition, runway 99, maintain flight level 350.
Now I'm setting my elevator trim. Technically it's 4.7, so I'm ready for takeoff trim, which you see here is 4.75, so I want to move it
Boeing Lima
close,
Alpha, Echo 611. Read back correct.
which is
Contact
good.
ground on 1.975. Good day.
75 is good. Test the flight controls, back and forth, left and right. Don't know where everybody is.
All luggage on board, Captain.
Setting the cabin pressurization at 35,000 feet. Checking my landing airport altitude. 05 left. 425 feet, so we'll set that at 400 feet. Landing. Alright. Let's get our conditioner packs on. EPU fired up. gas tanks, generations, and light. Okay. We're good to wait for the passengers to get on board. At that time, I'm going to talk to ATIS to get pressurization so we can set our altitude.
Lindbergh Airport information, Yankee. 00000 Zulu. Wind 269er at 5. Visibility 10. Sky condition 1,800 feet scattered. Temperature 21.
There it is.
2.15.
3.01.
Altimeter 3001.
Altimeter setting.
Runway 9er in use. Landing and departing runway
Back
9er.
now.
VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back. Hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. Lindbergh Airport information.
Alright, we got our settings good, I guess. If we get on board. Set our flaps to 5 in advance. Alright. So, we're going to be taking off on a heading of 95 degrees. So, we'll set our runway takeoff heading at 95 degrees. We're going to turn on both flight directors to get ready. We are going to set our Mach speed at around 190. Okay. Auto throttle on, VNav on, LNav on, heading select on. Okay, now we can start to kind of just like configure my course. So runway heading is going to be around 54 degrees. So I can set my course heading to 54 degrees. Alright, the ILS frequency is 1091, so I can come down to my nav here. I can change the ILS to 1091, 10910, switch to main frequency. And you can do the same thing at the bottom to play it safe if you want to do it on both sides. Make it the 10, and then you can confirm all of that on your screen here, 109, 109. So we're all set across the board for our eventual takeoff. Speed rate is down. We'll be ready to taxi soon, so we're going to put on our steady lights or anti-collision. Everything else will stay off because it's daytime. And we're essentially ready to just sit here and wait for pushback and ignition clearance. We got our yaw damper on. We have standby hydraulics. Essentially everything we need on is technically on for this flight. So my cat's a bit crazy. Not gonna get attacked. So we'll see. There it goes.
Awarding finish captain.
Go. Alright, push back.
Limber ground. Boeing Lima Alpha.
Push back,
Echo
please.
611 tree. Requesting pushback.
Push back.
Boeing Lima Alpha Echo 611 tree. Pushback request accepted.
Dankeschön.
Towbar place, Captain.
Let's go. Let's move.
You are clear to start engines.
Thank you. Alright, so we can start up our engines now, which is fantastic. So make sure our isolation valve is set them open, our air conditioning packs are set them off, and we'll start to see this this N2 number start to grow, and the engines should start to kick off. Make sure both of our generators are on, and we should be easy.
Pushback complete, Captain.
Thank you. There we go. So you'll see the numbers are going to start to go up eventually. At least it should be. It's going down, which is not a good sign. Oh, there we go. He was thinking about it. Now they're going. I can now get my taxi clearance up.
Boeing Lima Alpha. Echo 611 tree. With Yankee. Ready to taxi. IFR.
Okay.
Boeing Lima Alpha Echo 611 tree.
Getting my taxi clearance so I can move off the gate and get ready to take off.
Contact tower on 118.3 when ready.
I shall.
Taxi. Hold short runway 9 using taxiway Alpha Bravo 10. Boeing Lima Alpha. Echo 611 tree.
So you'll see my plane is currently stuck in another plane because this game's awesome. But it's a nice plane. I should be getting somewhat ready to taxi out here. Both of these need to get to 20% and I can move. Halo, be a good boy. Alright. So, I can now technically start to taxi with only one engine. It's not really a good idea with my shell clicking. Alright, so we got all of our power going on bars here. Great. Say hi, everybody.
Our captain has turned on fasten seatbelt sign. Please stow your hand luggage underneath the seat.
Very busy airport.
Or in an overhead compartment. Make sure your seat back and folding trays are in full upright position. If you're seated near an emergency exit,
Yo, I need to check something out here. This thing is stuttering like nuts. Oh, what's going on here? I'm going to put this to auto. I'm going to bring down my settings a tad. Just to make my life a little bit easier here. just for now. Let's see what that does.
Non-smoking flight, including the lavatories. If you have any questions, feel free to ask one of our attendants. Thank you. Ladies and gents, please direct your attention to the monitors as we review emergency procedures.
It'll get better once I get in the air.
Safety procedures. There are identified emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute to locate exit closest to
So
you.
you're allowed to go up to 20 knots on the ground.
Should the cabin experience a sudden loss of pressure, oxygen
That
mask
is
drop
the
down above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this.
speed
Pull the
limit.
strap to tighten it. If you're traveling with children, make sure your own mask is on before helping your children. In the unlikely event of an emergency, leave your
Man,
carry-on
I thought they
behind.
fixed this.
Life rafts are located below your seats. Emergency lighting will lead you to your closest exit and slide.
It's
Now,
horrible.
make sure that all hand luggage is stowed away safely. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety data card in your seat pocket.
Alright. Whatever. I want to fly, so I'm going to fly. Even if it's broken. I'm in the mood for the sky. Alright, so we're essentially at our takeoff spot. To bring my engine levers back to idle and start slowly applying my brakes so I can get myself ready for entry onto the runway. Just get my nose just in spot here. Move a little bit forward. They don't like it when you go on early. Okay. So, I can now put on my landing lights. Request my clearance.
Lindbergh Tower, Boeing Lima Alpha, Echo 611 tree, at runway 9 ready for departure. IFR terminal.
Boeing Lima Alpha Echo 611 tree. Altimeter 29098. Cleared for takeoff, runway 99er.
Setting my takeoff altimeter, which I thought I already did.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 99er. Boeing Lima Alpha, Echo
Get onto the
611
runway.
tree.
Take off.
Ladies and gents, prepare for takeoff. Please ensure your seatbelt is fastened tightly. Your seat is in the upright position and your tray table is securely stored. Thank you.
Now, this may be somewhat of a sketchy takeoff because everything is stuttering and I feel like I'm going to throw up looking at my screen, but I promise it gets a little better. Okay, so now we are on the runway, going around 25 knots, and I'm going to bring my speed up to takeoff throttle while maintaining the center line as much as I can with the stuttering. And at V1, we rotate the handle to take off. So we're at 80 knots, 90 knots. Oop. That's the stuttering line, so it's going to take off now. Whoop. So the game is stuttering a lot, oh my goodness. So now I'm going to put on autopilot so it can take control.
Dear Captain, Alpha Echo 611 tree, contact Los Angeles Center on
And it's going to start to
128.1.
adjust.
Good day.
And I can pull up my flaps. I can tell it, hey, I don't want to go over 235 knots.
Los Angeles Center, Boeing Lima Alpha Echo 611 tree is passing 1,000 feet, climbing flight level tree 50. Boeing Lima Alpha Echo 611 tree, Los Angeles Center, altimeter 29908, radar contact continue.
And we are on our way. So we are going to be climbing up to 4,900 feet, and then we're probably going to level off there, and then go up to 7,200, and then up to 15,000. So we're coming up to our 4,500 right now, so you'll feel the plane start to slowly level itself off. Never mind, we're breaking 5,000. So I think it's actually going to go all the way up to its cruise altitude, which is nice actually. We're going to start to go into some pretty interesting weather here, so I'm going to get everything else on here. So I need to put on strobe and steady. I can now turn off my taxi lights. I can turn off the APU. I'm going to put my lights on because I'm going into some weather. My wing lights, my logo lights. As I say, I am going to put on the air conditioning packs. I'm going to put my engine bleed out valves on. Alright. The plane is essentially flying itself, if you're wondering what's going on. The autopilot is now fully engaged. I am following a GPS track that I have preset in my flight control system here. So you can see it has all these predetermined waypoints it's going to go through on my way to my destination, which is actually on the entire different side of the country. So sometimes you need to come in here and just clean up some of the messy parts. But essentially, I have nothing here that tells me I'm going to have any problems. So right now, as you see, I am heading to waypoint CHRJR, and I'll reach it in about a minute. And then after that, we go to JUNOR and then IPL, Kailu, and we start making our way across the continental United States. So this is my actual track. I've now just left San Diego. We're going to go over the Rockies at some point. And around here. Then we're going to cruise all the way across the continental United States and land in Raleigh, North Carolina. Or South Carolina. One of the Carolinas. North Carolina. So right now we're in some beautiful weather. Climbing through clouds. See, the plane is feeling a little bit of turbulence. So that's how it's back. But all's well. They're getting their money's worth. Essentially, I don't gotta do nothing except answer the radio. I'm actually gonna trick it, thinking.